to him this one from the young boy Thorpe. Such talent, and also Grant Hackett. It's hard to believe that there's someone actually younger than Grant in there.
Let's check these starters. Igor Snitko of Ukraine in lane 1 and finished 4th at the European Championships. We're talking about up-and-comers. Here's a young Italian, Massi Rossolino, in lane 2.
Second in the 200 freestyle. It'll be one to watch.
Representing Australia in lane 3, the gold medalist at the Pan Pacs, Grant Hackett. Joined now by Neil Brooks, and it was an interesting race he swam this morning.
Yeah, he kind of looked like he went off the ball a bit, but having said that, he's in lane 3, qualified 3rd fastest for a World Championship final. Position A for the Aussies with the Italian the sandwich.
Lane 4, Emiliano Brembilla, the 19-year-old from Bergamo, ranked #1 in the world with his 3:45.95 at the European Championships.
What's amazing me is how much composure so many of these 17, 18, 19-year-old athletes are showing at these titles. And then what about this bloke, 15?
Lane 5.
Someone wake him up. He's got to swim the final.
Ian Thorpe of Australia.
Youngest Australian male international since John Conrad's. What a big moment for him.
And world champion.
Across in lane 6, something of a veteran now, Paul Palmer of Great Britain. He was the silver medalist in Atlanta. He finished 7th in the 200 back on Monday. He's a gutsy racer.
He's a great racer, and I talking to a couple of the Englishmen earlier today, and with that great English sense of humour, they were saying, watch out for that 15-year-old, mate. You're going to get beaten by a 15-year-old.
Lane 7, representing Germany, Jörg Hoffmann, disqualified in the 200 on Monday, but should still have fond memories of this pool. He set a world record here in the 1500 back in 1991.
And Neil, interesting to see he hasn't shaved.
Yeah, very interesting. But
Daniel Loader out in lane 8, representing New Zealand.
The Olympic champion, the slowest qualifier. Quite amazing what can happen in a 2-year period.
Amazing.
I think Grant Hackett, I've got a feeling he's going to take it out hard. Brembilla's got a little bit of pace as well. But my feeling is that Hackett out of the blocks to try and break them, and watch Thorpe build the second 200 and try and mow them down if they're a little off their game. Brembilla, it's just a matter of wait and see. I think he'll maybe try and go with him.
Can Australia go 1-2?
Oh, yeah.
And away, check both the Australians. Hackett a good start, likewise Thorpe, splitting the pair. Brembilla characteristically away slowly. So the two Australians immediately take it out in front. Hackett by a stroke over Thorpe. Brembilla has dropped back considerably, and Palmer is trying to go with the two Aussies.
Grant Hackett looks really, really relaxed and is still out there. In fact, he's almost maybe cruising a little too much, and Ian Thorpe says, okay, I'll take it out if you don't want to take it.
26.02 the lead time there from Grant Hackett. Leads by a stroke. So the two Australians going 1-2. Palmer working into the picture. Brembilla is steady. He's probably 3/4 of a body length off the lead at the present time. But it's Hackett coming down to complete 100.
Now, you don't want to let Grant Hackett get too far in front, because we know he's got speed as well. He went 1:48 on the relay, so if they let him get too far ahead, he will blow them away. Like we thought, Grant Hackett is taking the initiative.
54.07 the lead time. He's out by a body length. Brembilla is starting to move closer. Alongside him, Thorpe. So Brembilla flanked by the two Australians. Rossolino down in lane 2, probably about 10 metres off the lead. Loader across in 8. Would be a similar margin from Hackett, our leader.
Now, the key is for Grant Hackett is to make sure he stays focused and works the third 100, where he went off the boil a little bit this morning. But, hey, this is a World Championship final. He would have looked across then, had a sniff, and from this point, I can't see anyone getting near him.
The gold medalist of the Pan Pacs is looking terrific.
And I think it's fair to say that we must remember that Ian Thorpe had a great swim this morning. He negative splitted, so he obviously can come home hard. So if he can stay on the shoulder of the Italian here, I think he's in for a medal.
That's how it's playing out at the moment.
Out very fast, 151.33. The rest of the field have to make a move on Hackett. If they give him this much latitude with 100 to go, they might as well say, okay, who's going to get silver and bronze, because no one's going to get the Queenslander.
Brembilla is sensing that. He's coming out of the pack now. Thorpe is going with him, as Haley suggested, hanging on the shoulder there. So it's Hackett, if anything, increasing his lead. He accelerated there.
He's building. He's building. I can't see anyone getting near him.
This is a carbon copy of Kieran Perkins' swim in Rome in '94.
No one's going. He's going to blow this away. It's a question of time, and it's going to be a ripper.
It's a question of time. It's a question of power. Look at that. He's driving through the water. Grant Hackett, the young Australian, is out by a couple of body lengths, and Thorpe has moved to second place. Australia 1 and 2. It's Hackett from Thorpe. Brembilla is there, and Rossellino. So the Australians and the Italians at the present time, and Palmer sticking on.
Oh, Ian Thorpe is moving through beautifully. He's timed his run to perfection. But Hackett, if he comes off this wall and drives the legs, he's home. He got a bit of a gnarly turn there.
Neil, the interesting thing to see, Kieran Perkins turned in 300-metre mark when he did his world record in a 2:48.15. He's just gone a 2:48.5 there, so I think he's right on target.
Have a look at this. The Australians 1-2, and by a margin. It's Hackett out by a couple of body lengths. Thorpe is clearly in second place. Palmer is trying to sprint. The Italians can't go with them. Their spirit is broken.
Thorpe is motoring. Hackett's got to watch himself. It doesn't matter. It's a 1-2 finish for Australia, and they're on world record pace.
Ring up the Quinella. Australia 1-2 back down the pool inside the last 50. It's Grant Hackett. Thorpe issuing the challenge now. Half a body length the margin. The two Australians have it to themselves, although Palmer is starting to finish fast. It's Thorpe coming over the top. Hackett is trying to hang on. Great for Australia. Two gold caps fighting it out. Thorpe may be in front. Thorpe, Hackett. Thorpe and Hackett. They go in. They hit it. Thorpe won it. Thorpe won it.
World champion at 15. Oh, that's unbelievable.
That is one of the best tactical races I have ever seen.
And
he was never in front until the last stroke. And that's when it counts.
And isn't he excited? 1-2 Australia. What a great night.
Australia go 1-2 at Challenge Stadium. Talk about meeting the challenge. Fantastic.
You have to thought that underwater, technically excellent, good length, and he's never in front until the last stroke.
About there.
About there.
About there.
Counts.
I think at the moment Ian Thorpe will just be more surprised.